Hey everybody, February 7th, a couple quiet weeks in the mailbox, but this week, fortunately, today, 2 to start off the week. Monday, hopefully it's not all for the week, hopefully I have more. First one from RF in Albany, New York, and I believe this is going to be my first ever one from a cartoonist. Coming back, let's see how this one came out. RF being, I believe, Mr. Ron Ferdinand of Dennis the Menace fame. And wow, he really did go nuts on this, which he is known to do quite a bit. So, absolutely love this, wow. So Ferdinand, like I said, he's one of the guys involved in Dennis the Menace with Marcus Hamilton, I believe is the other one. But anytime I'd seen a response from Ron Ferdinand, he went nuts on doing some extra artwork on it and everything. Not only did he sign the card, but he also drew that. You can see right there, it even bleeds through onto the back of the card there and everything. I mean, that is a hell of a response right there. So very happy to receive that as my first ever cartoonist that I've gotten back by mail. So there you go. Wow, I can tell. I mean, I know who the second one is here. That's not going to top it, so it's a little bit of a letdown here on this. But I mean, that is one of the coolest responses I've ever gotten by mail. So, second one. No offense to this guy. Initials PP, Florida. I mean, Mr. Pat Putnam. No offense to him. I don't think it's going to quite top that, but still, I mean, as long as I got back what I was expecting here from Putnam, then it's a pretty awesome day here in the mailbox. And yeah, he says thanks, Drew, for being a fan and for your donation. God bless, Pat P. And he signed both cards I sent, these 79 and 84 Topps cards. So these are going to go out in the mail here pretty soon as well. This one going to Matt Young to finish the duel. This one will probably go Danny Darwin next, and we'll finish it off with Billy Sample, or vice versa. Not sure yet. Either way, all those guys are really good by mail, so be able to finish all those off. So that is a great day at the mailbox right there. So Ron Ferdinand, Pat Putnam, pretty happy to get all those. So there you go. Great way to start the month. Hey everybody, it is Tuesday the 8th. Back-to-back days with mail. This is crazy, but first up, 2 packages. I'm not going to bore you by opening them up and going through all of them. Just, it would suffice to say that there's a lot of 78 Topps baseball in there, unsigned. Also a lot of 2016, 2017, and 2018 Panini Contenders Football Draft. Had a lot of singles from those, so I figured, you know what, I might as well just go ahead and complete the sets on those, but what's kind of funny is I think it's the 2018 set. A while back when I first got a whole bunch of comments from there, I sorted them out and put together close to 2 full sets and figure, all right, yeah, I'll be able to, finish them off eventually. I just kind of shoved them aside and forgot about them. And so as I was getting everything sorted here over in my collection here over the last couple months, I realized, hey, I've got all these 2018s. I might as well, try to sort them all out of there. And so went through, found all the 2016s and 2018s out of there because I'm like, I know I was close to a couple sets on them. I couldn't figure out what I did with them. So I went through, figured, okay, maybe I sorted them back in. Went through, pulled them out. I got about half a set out of the 2018, so I bought the rest on Sport Lots, and it wasn't even 15 minutes after I put in my order on Sport Lots, I go looking under the side table here and found those 2 near-complete sets. So I'm going to be closer to 3 complete sets of 2018 Contenders Football Draft. So if there's anybody out there that has like the 2015, 2019, 2020, 2014, any of these sets that I don't have, I'd be willing to trade either a complete set or a pretty darn close to complete set for those if you're interested out there. So yeah, so I'm gonna open those up, sort them in later today, and I'll know exactly how far I am short of each of the individual sets, and then also how far I am short on the extra 2019 or 2018s. So yeah, we've got 3 TTMs here as well along with it. So 1 sports related, 2 non-sports. I'm gonna do a sports one here first, just to get that out of the way, since that's that's the major point of my channel here. It's a postmark from Cincinnati. The initials are VC. I think it's going to be a former Buckeye that I sent out almost a year ago. So let's see if that's who we've got here. And yes, indeed, it is Mr. Vinnie Clark, or Vince Clark, as it lists him on the Ohio State ones. Show off 2 of these here. We signed all 4 cards that I sent. There's a couple right there. Marked as appropriate jersey number on each one there. 25 with the Packers, 7 with the Buckeyes. So good stuff right there. So I'm always happy to add a Buckeye into the collection. And so, got 2 here that are going to go with a little bit of yesterday's theme. You may remember yesterday I got cartoonist Ron Ferdinand in the mail. First ever cartoonist success. We're going to see 2 more, it appears, right here. So, let's go with this one here first. This is from AJ in New York, and I hope there's some former Mad Magazine readers out there that are watching this, because you'll definitely recognize this guy. This is the inventor of the famous Mad Magazine fold-in. And there we go. Unfortunately, it looks like I got the rubber stamp autograph there, so not sure. But Either way, I mean, I'm good with that. Actually, no, I don't think that's a stamp. Now that I look at it, he just maybe a little bit of shakiness to it there. I'll have to compare it a little bit, because, I mean, it looks a lot like the stamps that I saw, but there's also a little bit of an extra pen mark there at the end of each line there of his name, though. So, Al Jaffe, he is 100 years old, finally retired from drawing for Mad Magazine at the age of 99. So, I'm going to check this out. I think this might be good, though. I think it looks like, I mean, a little shaky there maybe, but kind of resembles the rubber stamp that I've seen, but I don't know. I think it might be good. Well, I'll take a look. Glad to get it at least. I mean, for God's sake, like I said, the dude's 100 years old, so very happy to get that one back. Got another one coming from New York City as well. The initials on this one are GT. And this one is a guy who's been involved in the comics pages since I think since the 70s or so. Eventually, his stuff was made into a musical, and then when he retired from the comics page for a little bit in the 80s and bounced back, and he's been there ever since. And wow, he even did include a sketch as I asked him to. This would be Mr. Gary Trudeau. He says, "For Drew, cheers from Gary Trudeau." And there you go. That's another pretty awesome one right there. So very happy to get that one back. 2 sketches from cartoonists here in the last couple of days. So the first ones I've ever sent out for those come back successfully quickly. I am absolutely ecstatic about that. So thanks for tuning in once again. Hopefully we're going to have a little bit more coming up right after this. Thursday, February 10th, got 1 in the mailbox here today. Got 1 in the mailbox here today. I always love when I do that. I hold it up and everything goes darker for a second because this thing sucks. Won't let me just balance stuff on its own. It has to automatically do it for me. But anyways, 1 item in the mailbox. You can see it right down here now instead. But yeah, so it did it again. That's great. Anyways, this one's from JB, Denver, Colorado. I believe it's going to be another artist one, cartoonist one. I believe this is going to be Jim Borgman, who is known for the comic strip Zits and also for doing a lot of political cartoons over the years as well. And yeah, there we go. As I requested, he signed it and even did a sketch of Jeremy from Zits on it as well. So wow, that is a great one right there. Very happy to get that one back. I've noticed that over the years, as I read Zits, I definitely find myself identifying more with Jeremy's dad, Walt, than I do with Jeremy. It's been around since I was in high school, so I mean, I've got to run the whole gamut on the whole thing there. But yeah, really happy to get this one back. That's a really cool one. So there you go. Once again, another cartoonist success. 3 of them, or I guess 4 of them now in 4 days. The day off from the mail yesterday, but 2 the day before. So yeah, good stuff. All right, thanks for tuning in. Going to have some more hopefully coming up right after this. It's Friday the 11th, and I have 1 item in the mailbox. Reminder, TTM Cast. Make sure you're subscribing, tuning into that. Every Sunday morning, we've got a new episode coming on, including this Sunday. Whenever you're watching this, it's going to be at the end of February this comes out. But yeah, make sure you're tuning in, though. TTM Cast, check it out. Sports Collectors Club on your local Sports Map Radio affiliate as well. But anyways, 1 TTM in the inbox today. Initials on this one are SH, and it comes from Los Angeles, California. I think we've got a former Ranger in here. That's going to be a hit for my 2021 Heritage set. Should be Scott Heineman, I believe. Let's see what we've got here. And indeed, that is who we've got personalized as well. It's to Drew, all my best, Scott Heineman. There you go. And so there you go. That's 20-something, 30-something. I don't know what I'm at on the Heritage set there. I haven't really looked lately because I haven't gotten anything new in for it lately at all. But there you go. Hopefully this gets me on track to start getting a few more mailed out and hopefully back as well then following that. We'll see what I'm able to find. I mean, hopefully we're going to have some spring training coming up here soon. And if we do, then I'll be able to hopefully send out a few out to there and see what happens. So there you go. Hopefully we're going to have some more coming up on Saturday and the next couple of weeks of February right after this. Hey everybody, it is Saturday the whatever date, 12th, there we go, yeah, 12th. And I've got 2 TTMs here, so we'll take a look at those here on location right outside my mailbox. First one, BT from North Houston, Texas. I believe this is going to be an addition to my 1972 set, Mr. Bob Tolan. There's a little note in here possibly as well. Okay, he just wrapped my letter around it, looks like. So, yes, that is indeed who we have here. Bob Tolan, and he signed my 1972. Card number 3 in the set, so I'm close to having the first page done now. think there's maybe 2 that I'm missing, and unfortunately I think maybe one's dead, one's a non-signer, something like that, so it'll be tough, but hopefully find it somewhere. Next we've got here, KA, no postmark. I believe it's probably the Houston area, though, as well. And I believe this is going to be Mr. Ken Aspromonte. I sent out both the Aspromonte brothers on the same day, Ken and Bob. Ken wins the race back to me and did sign all 3 cards that I sent. Try to hold them all just right there. You can kind of see that 60 in the back there, but 58 and 59 right there, and yeah, we'll just do that. There's the 60. So, there we go. Good stuff there on the Saturday, and keeps the streak rolling along here. Didn't get anything Wednesday, but still Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's 5 out of 6 days, and from what I can tell, Wednesdays are probably going to be a crappy mail day from here on. It used to be Tuesdays now, but USPS is slowing everything down, so yeah, not a bad first week of the month there. Hopefully I have some more coming up right after this. Hey everybody, Monday the 14th, it's Valentine's Day, so yeah, cool. Got 5 in the mailbox today here. First time I've had a day like this in quite a while, and several of them I didn't even know were coming, so I think I had 3 on informed delivery, and by now I've already forgotten which ones were which, so I'm just going to open them as though I have no idea who any of them are, because frankly, I don't know who half of them are. So, let's go with this one first. BH are the initials on this, and it was not postmarked. Says the back, Hearst Enterprises. So there you go. This is gonna be one of my cartoonist ones right here. This is from Bunny Hest, something like that. She draws the Lockhorn, or she was the writer of the Lockhorns. Also does did Howard Hughes and the other ones that were in Parade magazine every week. Whole bunch of stuff. She's considered like the first lady of cartooning. And wow, she even put in some extra stuff here as well. A sheet looks like kind of yeah, a little bit about her history as a cartoonist. And she also signed my card here as well. So, there we go. Cool stuff there. Very happy to get that one back. Bonus item's always fun. Moving on, next one we've got here. The initials on this one, BS. This one I believe is going to be a baseball one now that I think about it. And this one is postmarked in San Diego. A former coach for the Padres back in the 70s. He played for a long time with the Pirates. I believe this is going to be Mr. Bob Skinner that we have in here. And yes, indeed, that is who we've got. He signed his 59, his 60, and a 1991 line drive minor league card. Go ahead and show all 3 of those. There we go, covering up the auto there. There we go, hold by the edge there. So there you go, Bob Skinner, another one of those great Pirates signers of the 1950s and 60s. Great player, great signer. Son Joel was a catcher for the Indians, of course. Moving on, we have DB on this one. There is no postmark on it. I can narrow this one down to 1 of 2, and based on the size of it, I believe this is going to be my first ever poker player autograph coming back to me. Should be Mr. Doyle Brunson that we have in here, so I'm hoping. And that is indeed who we have, and he signed both index cards I did, personalized them both as well. Added a Bible verse, too. There you go. So yeah, I did 2 of those. I made this one first, and then came up with this design here. It's like, let's go ahead and send both, so... Cool stuff. Very happy to get those back. Doyle Brunson, of course. If you don't know poker, he is pretty much the original, one of the original big names of poker. Back in the 70s, he won 2 World Series of Poker, main events. I think he played in the very first World Series of Poker, even. He was all the way playing up until last few years or so, well into the 2010s at least. So, yeah, finally retired here recently, but yeah, good to see he's out there and signing everything. Next up, this one I have no idea. It's the initials are BA. There's no postmark on it. Whoever did this one just had to draw a line through the stamp there to cancel it. So your guess is as good as mine here on BA. I think, okay, now that I think about it, this is probably from Houston. I believe it goes with one that I got just the other day. I believe it's going to be Bob Aspromonte that we have in here. And indeed it is. He also included a, looks like the picture of his Astros Hall of Fame plaque that he signed at the bottom as well. So... nice little bonus item right there. And I can get this folded back up. There we go. I think it's that way. There we go. Yep. That down there. And he also signed the cards that I sent as well. One that came back. Oh, wait, there it is. Sign on the side. Okay. Looked at it like, oh, didn't sign that one. But yeah, it's up on the side there, as you can see right there on the 65. 67 there as well. But yeah, I sent 4 cards. He signed all 4 and added the extra one in there as well on the photo. So, real good stuff there. Last one for the day. This one is from JG, and it's postmarked from Oklahoma City. I'm trying to think who I would have sent to in Oklahoma. I'm trying to think who I would have sent to with the initials JG, and I am drawing a total blank. So let's all be surprised here together and see who this might be. And oh, there we go. Yes, this is Mr. Jim Gentile, first baseman, of course, for the Astros and the Orioles. There we go. Signed all 3 cards I sent. Here's what 2 of them are. The other one was actually another one of this 66, but it's a hole punch in the bottom there. I traded for that one. A friend of mine just traded it to me. He's like, here, yeah, take this one. I'm like, okay, sure, I'll send it off. I'll get it signed. Why not? So I got those all in there, but showed off the better one at least there. So there you go. A heck of a start to the week here. 5 coming in on Monday. I doubt that's going to be a harbinger for the entire week, but it's a nice start to it at least. So there you go. We'll have some more coming up right after this. Tuesday the 15th, got a TTM in the mail and also a Sport Lots package. It was a purchase from, who was this? I can find the seller's name on here. Unfortunately, I can't find the seller's name, so yeah. Either way, it's a bunch of 2016, 2017, and 2018 Panini Contenders Draft football stuff. I'm trying to finish off a few sets there, and this is going to go a long way at knocking all those off. So very happy to get those ones in. Very well packaged, very quickly arrived, excellent communication. So that's why I got to find out who that seller is, because they were very good. The TTM here, MB are the initials, and it comes from Sacramento, California. And I believe this is a former infielder from the late 50s and early 60s. Mike Baxus, I believe, is who it is going to be. And indeed it is. He also signed the index card that I had in there as well. It signed the 58, 59 Topps cards right there. And there you go. I'll show that index card too. So we'll print a border on that and have some fun with it. So there you go. The streak continues on. Tomorrow, though, being Wednesday, I bet it falls off tomorrow, but we'll see. Maybe some will sneak through. Until then, hopefully there's going to be more from, if not Wednesday, then, you know, elsewhere after Wednesday for the rest of the month of February. I'm rambling at this point, so let's just go on to the next day. Well, it's Thursday the 17th. No mail on Wednesday, unfortunately, as I accurately predicted there wouldn't be. So time to start a new streak, I guess. But good news is I have one in today to start that streak back up. Initials on it JC. It's from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Also has Happy New Year written on the front. And the guy even put his return address on there. So you can see there's Jeff Carlson. We'll go ahead and open this up. Looks like it, not sure what happened to the envelope there. It got sliced open or something there, because it had to be taped across the top there. Not sure if you can see there, but yeah, got sliced open somehow there. But hopefully everything's good in there. I guess it is. Feels like all the stuff's there that I would expect to be in there. And let's see here. Excellent. Yeah, he signed both the cards that I sent. One of them goes to my friend Chris, since he's the one who hooked me up with the cards to begin with. Cool stuff there. Let's see. Funny story, they accidentally have the wrong bio on the back of this, partially for him at least. There's one line in there that's they got another Carlson, I believe, mistakenly put in with him, but oh well. And he signed this one, Jeff Carlson, number 18, Slapshot Hanson Brothers on the index card there. So cool stuff right there. I'll figure out some way to customize that up here along with the one I got from Mike Baxus the other day. And so, yeah, I got the Alan Ginter to add my collection one for Chris there as well. So, good stuff. Another hockey success right there. Inching my way closer to, I think it's 500 I'm closing in on right now, I think, for hockey all time. I think it's 500, something like that. Some big number. Hopefully we're hitting that soon, though. So, there you go. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully we're going to have some more this week and throughout the rest of the month right after this. It's Friday the 18th. I have a purchase and 3 TTMs here. Take a look at the purchase first here. This is a Sport Lots pickup. Unsigned stuff, but mentioned a couple days ago I had the one that came through that helped on some sets, and this one is going to, I believe, finish off those sets, hopefully. I think I may have one other purchase after that, but yeah, Sport Lots order number is on there. But I should mention also is Cochise 9 was the dealer that I bought from on that previous one. Excellent dealer there. Definitely buy stuff from her if you ever get a chance, because, I mean, the communication and packaging are all great. Very fast response time. Yeah, can't speak highly enough there. So this is from the buyer, or from the seller Lombardi on Sport Lots. First time I've ever bought from him, but packaged well here and everything. So show you what we've got here once I get through. There we go. Got the paper off of there. But yeah, so picking up a couple things to work on some sets. Got a, you can see the Roberto Firmino I believe a Donruss Optic soccer card on the back there. Not going to bother getting out to show you the front there. Also got a 78 Topps Joe Morgan to go into my 78 Topps set. And the season ticket card of Tom Brady right there for the, is that 2016? Yeah, 2016 Contenders Football Draft. So, getting some set help right there, knocking out one, I believe, now totally complete. Maybe one left to go on it, something like that. Not a whole lot left, though. Anyways, got 3 TTMs here. First one, go with this, because I know which one this one is. I had, all 3 came with my informed delivery, and I could only find who 2 of them were, and the reason was, well, I'll tell you about when I get to the 3rd one, but we'll start with this one. VL are the initials on there, from Provo, Utah, and you can tell right there exactly who that is coming back to me. That would be Mr. Vern Law. Sent him a 1952 Topps card along with his fee and a little extra to make up for when I mailed him before because I didn't know that his fee was $8 rather than $5. So I figured, you know what? We'll chip in the extra there, make sure that he gets that, and he signed everything here that I sent. So not only does he sign the 1952 Topps card right there, I'll tell you about that here in just a second, but look at all those inscriptions he added on there. My God. Cy Young, World Series champs, 2-time All-Star 1960, I believe. Comeback Player of the Year, Lou Gehrig Award 1965. That's great. So he also did the same thing on the index card that I had in there. I just put that in for protection, so great stuff there from Vern Law. And the reason I sent to him was I'd already gotten him before once, and like I said, I kind of felt bad about, accidentally shorting him on his fee, so I wanted to make up for that. But also, I just made a trade recently where I had the Beckett slabbed 52 of Law, and I figure, it's the only 52 I have, but I know I can get him again easily, so I was willing to trade that. And so went and picked up another one of the 52s there and mailed it off with his appropriate fee this time and a little extra, and got that back. So I am back to once again having a complete run of at least one card from every top set from 1951. Only one of the 251 sets, but most of the time I don't really count that anyways. But anyway, from 51 all the way up to 2021. So I just got to add a 2022 now that set has come out here just this week, and hopefully I can do that soon. Anyways, moving right along, we have JP Santa Monica, California. I looked up who this one was, and I'm already forgetting who it was, so we're all just going to be surprised by this one. So, yeah, for the life of me, I can't think. Oh, I remember now. Jimmy Pardo, I believe. And that is indeed who we've got here. Signed both cards. One of those will go to Chris, one for me, so happy to get those ones back from him as well. And so, one more. This one, excuse me. This one, I didn't know who it was because I sent it out quite a while ago, apparently. Looked up on my sheet. I didn't see anybody who matched the initials or the location. It's postmarked from Indianapolis. The initials are FR, and it has 55 cents in postage on it. So this is one I mailed out a while ago that's just now getting back to me. But, yeah, let's all be surprised by this one. No idea who it's going to be. And this person with the initials of FR is Frank Reich. There we go. So this is the former Buffalo Bills quarterback. He's been the coach of the Colts recently. Offensive coordinator with the Panthers for a while before that. But he signed all 4 cards that I sent. I'll show you 2 of them here real quick. Let's go with those 2 right there. So there we go. Of course, longtime backup to Jim Kelly, later drafted in the expansion draft by the Panthers. He was their first quarterback before Kerry Collins took over. And yeah, there you go. Really happy to get that one back, because I'd completely forgotten about it, clearly. So, cool. Good stuff there. Hopefully we're going to have some more coming up on Saturday right after this. Hey, everybody. It is Saturday the 19th. About to have my dinner here. Anybody who has listens to the TTM Cast podcast has heard me talk about this place. It's called El Rincon del DF. It's here in Dallas, and they do tortas. I haven't unwrapped from the foil yet, but that's the size of this gigantic sandwich that I've talked about on there before. So I'm going to be eating very well for dinner tonight. So yeah, excited about that. But anyways, that's not what you're here for. You're here for this, and that is the mail, the TTMs. I knew about 3 of these. Well, 4, I guess, technically out of the 5. But bad news, unfortunately, on one. Tyler Stevenson, the Reds catcher, got a return to sender on another address from him. I had success on him a while ago through an address, I think in Georgia. I think it was his parents' home address. Tried it again, got it RTS'd. So I found another address on him in Florida. Tried it. As you see, I got that RTS'd as well. So not sure what to do there. Hopefully something else will pop up on him. He's been a really good TTMer, so the only reason I'm sending to him a second time is because I need him for my Topps Heritage stuff. So yeah. Anyways, we've got 4 hopefully successes here. I knew what 3 of them are. This one I did not know was coming in at all. Didn't come up on my informed delivery, but this one actually should have come in a while ago. It looks like it's actually postmarked on February 3rd. And here we are 2 weeks later, and it's finally getting here. So I have no idea who this is, but it's postmarked from South Suburban Illinois. The initials on it are SS. Yeah, let's find out. I'm going to be just as surprised as you all are with this one. And so, there's a little folded up note in there as well. Oh, good. This is from Sarah Spain. Note says, Drew, thanks for the nice note, Sarah. And she signed both cards that I sent. Very happy to get that one back. The broadcaster there. And so, yeah, real happy to add that one in. So one of these will go to Chris, one goes to me. And yeah, there we go. Good stuff. Moving right along, next one up we have here is AD. It comes from Capital District. I believe that is Maryland, if I remember right. So AD, I believe, is going to be Adrian Dantley here. Going to be, hopefully, who we've got here. Feels like there's an extra card in here. So either A, I've got the wrong player, or B, he tossed an extra. We'll see. And it looks like he added in an extra one. Wow, very happy with that. So I had sent originally, I believe, the 1990 Fleer card right there that he signed. We also added in this Skybox one as well. Corners are a bit dinged up on it, but it's a freebie. I really cannot complain about that at all. So, there you go. Very excited to get those ones back. That's a nice pickup right there. So, yay. Moving right along, number 3 here. This is from AM, Cincinnati, Ohio. This is one that I paid for. It is a Football Hall of Famer. And one for a set that I'm kind of half-heartedly working on. It's like, if I get stuff signed for it, great. If I don't, I'm not trying to complete it, but I figured, you know what? I had the money. I might as well send off to him, get this one signed. It is Mr. Anthony Munoz. Great signature right there. Look at that. Just look at that. Oh, yeah, good stuff there. But, yeah, it is Hall of Fame 98 along with it as well there. So, yeah. Once again, very satisfied with that one. And the last one we've got here, this is also South Suburban Illinois, and it was postmarked on January 31st. So, a lot of mail getting stuck in there in the Chicago area, it sounds like. Couple of old postmarks there, but this one, the initials are QP, and I believe this is going to be a Topps Heritage Minors card that I've been waiting on. Mr. Quinn Priester. And yes, indeed, it is Quinn Priester. He personalized it as well. And there you go. So, great stuff. A set hit, a couple Hall of Famers, one that goes to Chris as well. Wow. Good stuff there today. So, hopefully I have some more coming in next week. I know I've at least got a trade coming in on Tuesday. No mail coming on Monday at all for President's Day. So, I'll at least have something to show off on Tuesday, probably, as long as everything stays on schedule, though. So, thanks for tuning in. We'll have more right after this. Well, it is Tuesday, 2/22/22, so it only makes sense that I have... let's see here. Where were they? 2 trades and 2 TTMs all to show off here. So, go ahead and show off these trades first. One's actually a purchase, so whatever. I mean, close enough, right? We'll go ahead and open this on up. I believe there's going to be a little bit of set help, if I remember right. This, been a couple weeks since I bought these ones. May have gotten stuck in the mail somewhere. Yeah, it looks like it did. It was postmarked on February 10th. So, once again, some awesome work by the U.S. Postal Service on these. But, let's see here. So, yeah, a little set help right here. Odell Beckham Jr. to finish out my 2016 Contenders Draft season ticket set. There's just a receipt, yeah, packing slip, all that stuff. So there we go, got that in finally. So happy to get that. I can knock that set now completely out. And I think that finishes off my whole run of the 16, 17, 18 sets. I have 2 extras, actually, of that 18 set. So if anybody out there has the, the 14, the 15, 19, 20, 21 sets, I'd love to trade for those. I've got an 18 set that I trade. So just something to consider there. If you have one of those and you want an 18 set, get with me. We'll work out a deal. Anyways, we've got a trade here. Excuse me. This one I know for certain is a trade. I made this one through a Facebook group fairly recently. Had to give up a few things that, to get it, but that's how trading works. Yeah. So, I know I've shown off before. I do a lot of, dual and triple autoed cards, anything with, 2 and 3 players on it, especially those sets from the 60s and 70s with the rookies and such. So, I found a guy who had some stuff I need for my 72 set, and so he was asking me, what I've got from, in terms of vintage baseball stuff. So I said, well, I've got these ones here. Take a look, see if any of these sound good to you, and yeah, he found a few that he liked out of there, including, you may remember that 1969 Oakland A's one that I was working on and got finished off a few months ago. I think it was a few months. Yeah, would have been a few months ago. But that was one of the ones I had to trade for it, unfortunately. I was hoping to keep that one, but it's an easy enough card to get signed, so if I really want to, I can do the whole thing again. So we'll consider that. But that was the biggest one of those. A couple other small ones, but I got some major needs back in return. So to show those off, we have the 1972 Bill Bonham, right there, signed in ballpoint pen. We have a Al Severinsen, also signed in what appears to be ballpoint pen there. Got a Fred Norman, also ballpoint on that one. It's a good thing with the 72 set. A lot of these older SIGs are going to be in ballpoint pen, but they show up nicely. They look good. There's no printed autograph to interfere with it, so that's great. Got Daryl Cheney. Cheney signs by mail for $5, but I mailed him and never got anything back, so not sure what happened there. Just glad to be able to land this one at least down to that trade. Ron Hunt, a notoriously tough signer, still alive and everything, but notoriously tough to get him. What's weird is I was looking, and his sell on eBay for only about, like, I could have landed that one off eBay for like 10 or 15 bucks or so, which is weird because I mean, he's been asking 25 by mail for a while. It's like, no. Moving on further here, got a few more here from that 72 set. I think it was 10 total I knocked out with this. So we got Dick Dietz right there. One of 2 cards of him in the set. He's got the inaction card that comes right after this one. Card 296 is what that one would be. Let's see here. We'll go with Mike Ryan next, a Phillies catcher. He signs by mail, I think, if I remember right. Is he the one? Or is he... Don't quote me on this one. One of these guys might be the next one here. Signs for like $10 by mail. That's Mike Andrews. It was one of those two. I think Mike Andrews signs Mike Ryan. Not sure. He might not be with us anymore. Don't remember. There you go. Ballpoint pen on that one as well. Ballpoint pen on this Ollie Brown signature. And one that I've been trying to get so I can mail off to him for a while, but haven't had any luck landing the unsigned ones until, well, just went ahead and got this one. That's Pat Corrales. Pretty easy to get by mail. He sometimes takes a little while. He still has one other card in the set that I need, so hopefully I'll be able to land that one at least at some point. So there you go. A purchase, a trade. Let's get down to these TTMs here. So the next one I have here. Initials on this one, JT. It's postmarked in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm not certain as to who this is. I can narrow it down. I think it might be Joe Theismann. I mailed him a Virginia address. I seem to remember seeing stuff getting sent back from postmarked elsewhere. So it might be Joe Theismann in here. And that is indeed who we have here. Donated sent the $5 donation to it. He sent a thank you note that says, thank you for your donation to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. I know the children of St. Jude are grateful, and I appreciate your support for such a precious cause. Thank you, Joe Theismann. Ad for his book, How to Be a Champion Every Day, available on Amazon.com. And he signed both cards that I sent. Very happy to get those back. It's the first time I ever sent to Theismann. I was always saying, oh, hey, I need to send to Theismann, and I never got around to it until just now. But yeah, those turned out pretty nice. There you go. So, one more to look at here. And this one feels like a fairly thick envelope here. JM are the initials on this one. I didn't know that it was coming in. Didn't show up on my informed delivery. It was postmarked on the 15th, so again, another one got delayed a little bit. This one's from Santa Ana, California. JM, the initials. We're all going to be surprised by this one. And this is... it's enclosed in a booklet there as well. Okay, Joe Moeller, that's right. So Joe Moeller, show you first off, he signed the little religious piece there that he sends out with all of his responses. He signed my custom index card that I printed up. And 2 cards here. It's the 1969 and 1970 Topps cards that I had of him, too. So, there you go. Great stuff coming in the mail today. 2 from Theismann, 4 there from Joe Moeller. And, of course, my trade and my purchase. So, thanks for tuning in once again. We'll have some more hopefully coming up this week. And hopefully finish out February the right way. See ya. Friday the 25th, got 1 in the mailbox here today. This is another RV coming from North Texas. This is going to be one that I paid a few bucks for, but it's going to a basically a charity. It's Ryan Vilade, who's a prospect for the Rockies. Comes from just up in Frisco. But yeah, he's been signing autographs for like $5 each. I think everything goes to a charity that helps provide sports equipment, I believe it is, to underprivileged kids. So very good cause, as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, that's who we got. And he wrote a quick thank you for your donation on a little piece of my envelope there, -RV. And signed my card right there. So there you go. Good stuff there. I actually got Vilade in person back in 2018 when I was on my road trip. He was playing for Asheville Tourists at that time. going up against was the West Virginia Power, so low A game there we saw on the 2018 road trip. And so, yeah, there you go. Second time I've gotten him before, first time by mail, and it's a set need. So, good stuff there. Hopefully I'll have maybe one more, maybe two more before the end of the month and this video goes up. So, hopefully there's some right after this, and if not, well, we'll just we'll sum it up right after this then. Hey everybody, it's Saturday the 26th. Just hit the mailbox a moment ago, and I've got one to show off here. Initials on this one are EG, and it comes from the Metroplex area of Michigan, I believe is what that says. Detroit area, basically. I think it's going to be a Hockey Hall of Famer that we've got in here. Paid $10 for it on a, I think it's a 71 card, about 1971, 72, somewhere in there. Year on that one is, 72, 73. I was off by a year, but Mr. Eddie Jacquemin signed it fairly small up in the corner, but added his Hall of Fame year there as well. There you go. $10 fee on that one is what I paid, so there you go. Happy to get that one back from a Hall of Famer. Still one more mail day left in the month. Hopefully we're going to have some stuff coming in on Monday. I'll be able to show you right after this. Monday the 28th, last day of the month of February, and I have 5 TTMs to check out. Also got 2 items here that were, I believe, both purchases. Go ahead and take a look at those to start all of this off. They're also going to be going right out in the mail tomorrow as well, if they're what I think they are. First up, I think this one was a Sport Lots purchase that I made. Yes, it is. This is the first card that I picked up from 2022. Come on, get off my finger there, Kate. From 2022 Topps. It is the Trevor Rogers card. Got a letter ready to go, and that'll be heading into the mail probably tomorrow now that I have this in here. Got another card. It's going to be the his Heritage High Numbers card is going out along with that. I think I found a random Bowman one to throw in there as well. So there you go. So anybody who has me on Facebook or Twitter or anything like that has seen my recent post probably that has my complete run of a signed Topps card from every year from 51 to 21. So this will make it to 22 now. So looking forward to that. This one is an eBay purchase coming to me from Hawaii, and this is another one that's about to be heading out in the mail as well. It's for the 72 set. I also have a it's one of the all-time fan favorites cards to go along with it, and also just a random one from the 1969 set, kind of random at least. I picked it up at a card show for 50 cents, and I figure, you know what, it's this dude's second year card, so I may as well go ahead and throw it out there in the mail as well. But 72 is what I was waiting on before I could mail it off, and now that's here. Thanks for your purchase. Hope you enjoy your card. Yay. And it is 1972 in-action card of Jerry Koosman. I have his regular main card, the regular base card signed. Picked that up in a trade a while back. So I figure, you know what? I've got that 1969. It's a second-year card. I have the card that I need for the fan favorite sets. I might as well see if I can find this. And my God, it took me forever to find one that was affordable. I had to get this one with, I mean, you can see the corners there. It's not exactly the best condition ever, but there's a lot of them that I have in that 72 set, especially the high numbers, that are not going to be the best condition just because a good condition one of this was going to cost me like 10 or 20 bucks. I got this for 5 shipped, so it's like, you know what? 6 shipped, I think. So I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So we'll be mailing those out very soon, tomorrow. So TTM's got 5 of them here. Let's start with the cartoonist here first. Initials on this one are JS. Got one from his partner in the comic strip, Zitz. Couple weeks ago. That was Jim Borkman. This one is going to be Jerry Scott, I do believe. And indeed, he also put in a sketch of Jeremy along with it. There you go. Cool stuff right there. So, very happy to get that one back. So, got both the guys involved in Zitz now for my budding collection of cartoonists. Happy to see that. This one, DM from Portland, Oregon. I'm hoping this one's a success. I've heard a few responses lately coming in saying, hey, he's never at this address. Sorry, best of luck. And I feel a slip of paper in here, so I think it may be the same thing. But this is going to be Dylan McLean here. And yes, says, thank you for the nice note. Dylan is not at this address. Take care. So, too bad there. We'll, he's a Rangers prospect. I'll be seeing him in Frisco soon enough, I'm sure. Maybe even this season. I mean, he was in, he was drafted out of high school played in high school in 2020, so probably not for a year or so yet. I may just try him through his team, something like that. He's at least a willing signer. And, I mean, it took me a lot of digging to find his address anyway, so maybe somebody out there has a better one for him. Will let me in on where exactly he's at. So we'll figure that out soon. So one failure, unfortunately, so far here. Moving right along, let's go with this one. TJL are the initials on this one from Las Vegas, Nevada. And if this comes in successfully, then hopefully be getting 2 for myself and 2 for Chris out of this. It's going to be TJ Lavin. He wrapped it up in the letter that I sent as well, with a huge signature on the letter. Puts thanks and a big signature right over it. That's kind of cool right there. And he also did sign all 4 of the cards I sent. So Chris hooked me up with 2 cards one day, and then a couple weeks later, I guess, forgot that he'd give me some, so he gave me 2 more. But TJ signed all 4 of the cards, so 2 of these go to Chris, 2 of them are going to be mine. So cool. There you go. A couple more of these are the 2021 Allen Ginter set there, and extra sig on the letter there as well. Nice. 2 more to check out here. Let's go with DD from North Texas. Just saw my address here. That's great, but oh well. Let's check this one out. Yeah, it's Danny Darwin, as I expected, and you may recognize one of the cards I got back here. He did sign all 4 that I sent, but I got the Pat Putnam 79 Topps card signed a few weeks ago, sent off to Darwin, got that one done. So Billy Sample is going to be getting this one next. I'll be putting that in the mail probably along with these ones tomorrow. I'll go ahead and write that out here pretty soon and have it ready to go. So Billy Sample, very active on Facebook. And Bill, if you're watching this video, be prepared. It's headed your way. So last one here. This is HD. No postmark on it. But I believe, looking back, this is going to be NASCAR Prospect Driver. I don't know if she's done any NASCAR events yet at all, but I know she does a lot of some of the lower level competition stuff. But Haley Deegan. And yes, indeed, she signed just the card that I sent. Didn't sign the custom index card at all, but there you go. She did at least sign the, what is this, 2021? Yeah, 2021 Donruss card. So good enough. I will gladly take that. So there you go. It's the second time I've gotten Deegan. She has already put notes out there, though, saying that she is done signing with anything that comes in after February. So sorry, but don't bother sending to her at all. You won't be able to, probably won't be able to get her for a while there, but who knows? Things might change over time. She might start signing again. So there you go. Good way to end the month of February. Hopefully have a nice start to March coming up after this. But hey, thanks for tuning in here in February. And once again, as usual, make sure to tune into the TTM Cast podcast, ttmcast.com. I am the co-host of that with Jeff Baker. We also have our weekly radio show on Sunday mornings on the Sports Map Radio Network. It is called Sports Collectors Club. You can check it out at sportscollectorsclub.com. Lots of great stuff on there. So make sure you go in, check that out. Give us a listen. You can find all of our back episodes on sportscollectorsclub.com and ttmcast.com as well for that. Check out Sports Card Forum. A lot of great info there on all things collectibles. Great address bank for TTMs. Sportscardforum.com for that. Sportscollectors.net, also a great resource as well. So, we're 2 months in. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully have some more coming very soon here for the month of March. So, yeah, keep your eye out for that at about 30 days or so from now. We'll see ya.